Today on Singles Court, Stacy's got a baby on the way, and her mom wants her to set a wedding day.
She's planning to have this grandchild out of wedlock, and she's calling me a prude.
She wants the guy to marry the lady before she births the baby.
He is planning to look after my grandchild, but we have no guarantees that this is what he is going to do.
And Nora's been sizing up Marty.
You're 20 pounds overweight, Marty, and you need to lose the weight.
She's warning him to fight the fat.
You drop the weight, Marty, or I drop you.
But Marty likes living large.
Marty's saying to you, Nora, I like the way I look.
I don't like the way he looks.
Well, there you go.
In fact, I've lost 5 pounds.
Hi there, and welcome to Singles Court. Today, as usual, we have two singles here who have messy relationship problems they'd like to work out. And who better to help them than a relationship expert? She's an author, she's a lecturer, she even owned and ran her own dating service. So believe me, she has seen and heard it all. And here she is, Angela Siegel.
Boy, I tell you after that, David, what else can I say?
You feel hyped up?
Every time I think I've heard it all, though, somebody tells me something that I haven't heard, so.
Is that true?
Yeah, always.
There's always something.
There's always something new. Always.
Well, today you may find that. We have Lorette and Stacy. Lorette is a grocery store cashier, and Stacy is her currently unemployed and very pregnant daughter. And now, Stacy's condition becomes courtesy of her longtime boyfriend, and both are very happy about it. Now, Lorette, on the other hand, is not. She's demanding that Stacy and her man get married and do things in accordance with traditional family values. Stacy says they're a family, tradition or no. It's the case of, here's the baby, where's the ring? Or, there's a bun in your oven, it's time to marry the baker.
Well, Lorette, this is your daughter.
Yes.
Soon-to-be grandchild.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, she's not your grandchild, but she's going to have your grandchild.
Going to have my grandchild.
Okay. So tell me what you're really like stamping your foot. You're not happy. What's going on?
Absolutely not. She's planning to have this grandchild out of wedlock, and she's calling me a prude or old-fashioned. There are certain reasons for certain traditions in society. There are certain things that make society work. One of them is getting married when you're planning to have a child. And my daughter...
Usually society says before you plan to have a child.
That's right. And my daughter and her boyfriend don't seem to think that this is important.
Well, first of all...
How old are you, Stacy?
Well, I'm 25.
Okay, so she's not a teenager.
Right.
No,
and
she's
we've been
not
together
a teenager.
for 7 years.
They have been together for a lot of years.
We planned to have this baby. I just want to say that. We planned to have it.
And why would you do that? You've been together for 7 years.
They want to have a child.
We wanted to have a child.
This is all
we
fabulous.
just don't believe in marriage. That's
Why?
it. We're going to live
If
common
this
law.
guy
We're going to
loves
try to
her
raise
so
this
much
baby to be a healthy child in society. We just don't want to actually go through like
I
the
have
wedding
known
and do all
Ken
of that kind of stuff.
Since these
because
guys got together. They have been together for a lot of years. I have always really liked him. I thought he was a great guy. I thought this was a great couple.
He's a great guy.
He won't marry her. Now we
No,
know exactly what
that's
that
not
means.
right.
Maybe
It's
6
no,
months
it's
from now,
Mom.
He won't marry you.
We don't want to
Isn't
get
that
married.
right?
It's not
Absolutely,
about him
you
not
don't.
marrying me.
Stacy, question for you.
Yes.
What is it that you have against the institution of marriage?
Well, first of all, I think
if you can make sense, because she doesn't make sense to me.
I
So
think
go
that
ahead.
okay. I think that common law and marriage are basically the same thing these days. The only difference is you have a wedding, you have the big ceremony, which I think is more for the parents than it is for the actual couple.
And the difference is,
just
what
goes out of
is a
control.
baby called that is
Lorette.
born out of wedlock?
Yeah,
She was trying to give us an answer
about out of wedlock or whatever, and I just think it's like a dated concept. You don't have to be married to actually have a healthy family. You can be in love and be
How do you know that he's not going to
together.
walk out on you in just a few months?
Even if he does, there are
Stacy,
common law laws that will
Stacy.
protect me.
Well, that's not true. But let me ask you this. In terms of the relationship, is your, he's not your fiance, what do you call him? Your common law husband?
Partner,
Your partner, is your partner a working adult?
Yes.
Because you're unemployed. So can he provide for the family?
Yes.
Okay, do you all live in a...
And he's planning to go back to school as well.
Oh, planning.
Okay.
He's
So,
planning
I mean,
to do
he's
this.
got-
He is
we have
planning to look
plans,
after
right?
my daughter. He is planning to look after my grandchild. But we have no guarantees that this is what he is going to do.
This is like-
And the way society looks at this, my friends already are...
Lorette, you would get on my last nerve. You're just, yeah. It's her life. Let's at least find out what she'd like to do with her life and her child. Your grandchild. But her child. But no. So you all have a stable home for this child.
Stable home, stable relationship. We've been together 7 years.
Okay. What contractual provisions have you made in terms of making certain that your child's going to be taken care of?
Listen.
Well,
because you have no idea what...
Gosh!
We're just, we're together. We love each other. We think that's all
No,
that
that's
we
not
really
what that
need.
is
She's
not.
just been flying
No.
on the handle
Together.
about...
Do you have
Stacy?
any idea what's...
That's not what I asked you. Contractually, meaning that when you have that child, what assurances have you tried to make legally to make sure that he takes care of your child? Because it's not common law just because you live together.
So
that's
after
right.
you
She
live
has to
together
do
for a
it
certain
because
amount
if
of
she
time,
has
it's
to be
common
on
law,
her
isn't it?
own
Okay, Lorette, let's
with
listen to
her...
what she has to say.
Lorette, I'm serious. You're going to make me kill myself. So just please.
Okay. I don't know what the deal is with my mother, but she's just on this wedding thing. She is convinced Ken is going to leave me.
She wants to
He's
make sure,
not.
but do you understand? She wants to make sure that you're taken care of. The baby's taken care of.
Exactly.
Legally. Not just because you love each other and just say, she's trying to tell you that you have to make some provisions. I mean, you're making these very adult assumptions, but you have to have some provisions for the child.
That's right, provisions for the child and provisions for you, because if you have a baby out of wedlock, the way people are going to talk about you, the way people are going to treat you,
Why?
you
How
do
do you
not
know why?
want to know
Lorette,
this,
why?
because that's what happens. That's what happens in society.
Why are you so like...
Because that's what happens if she's going to have this baby out of wedlock. That's what happens to somebody. They're just who knows? Ken is promising love to her now, but that doesn't mean anything in the future, does it? He could just leave her, and he's going to leave her in a mess. He's going to leave this baby.
Why do you think that? Why do you
Because
think
I've been there, all right?
Been where?
Because I had Stacy in a little town. And I had a guy who was going to marry me, and he was going to love me, and he was going to look after the baby. And did he? No, he split at the first chance, right? And I had to bring up this daughter in a little town. People were calling me a sleep-around slut, and that's exactly what's going to happen to you if you don't marry him. You've got to get married. Your grandchild has got to have a father.
Do you understand that? I mean, obviously your mother's upset.
Holy... Yeah,
You just found out something you didn't know. And we'll give that time to sink in. However, do you understand, Lorette, that that's your issue? She's not you.
No, but that's
time, let me give you a little news flash. Time has moved on. Your problem is still your problem, which you never dealt with. But time has moved on. It's not the same as it was 25 years ago.
But I was lucky. I met this wonderful guy who agreed.
And guess what? You don't have a patent on luck. It can happen to other people too.
That's right. And all I want is to be able to make my own choices and make my own life with Ken and with our baby.
And for a grandchild and for the baby.
Yeah,
don't
and
just think about you.
I'll make sure that my baby knows the truth, at least. I'll give that to my baby, which is more than you did for me, obviously.
I happened to bring you up as the best that I could, and it was a very difficult situation, and I don't want the same to happen to you.
Do you understand? Do you understand, Stacy, what she's saying to you?
I do.
It's her own fears that have made her react to you in that way.
But you have to understand, I'm just taking this all in for the first time
I do
here.
understand. I do understand. However, just so you don't have the baby here, because Lord knows I don't think you can deliver a baby, can you?
I don't think I can, no.
I think you have to take a deep breath and try to at least understand where your mother's coming from. Can you at least do that?
Yeah, I can, but
Lorette, can you take a deep breath and at least understand where your daughter's coming from?
I do, but I know.
Can you take a deep breath and understand where your daughter's coming from? She's 25. Can you?
I can, but I don't agree with it.
Well, let's try it then. I'll be back with my resolution. Mother-daughter relationships must be allowed to become women-to-women relationships. And Lorette, your past was painful. I understand that. I do. I know what it's like to be in a situation where you're pregnant and you're a teenager and people think that you're nothing because of what's happened. I know, believe me, I've been in the same situation. It's not fun. However, I do know that you do come out of it. It's not luck. It's being prepared for the opportunity, which you were, and you met a nice man who raised your daughter. But you can't allow the pain to determine how you raise your child. Stacy, you understand your mother's pain, and I know you know that she didn't do anything to hurt you. It was just to help you, and she may not have done it the best way, but she did the best that she could. So you have to allow room in your heart to forgive her and understand the pain that she was feeling, and hopefully the pain can be over because you do understand it. You're going to have your own child now, so you'll start to know what that feels like. I will tell you that you need to make an adult decision and make sure that you contractually and legally take care of the responsibilities of the father of the child. That's something you do need to do, because common law doesn't work everywhere. So you need to make sure that you've covered those bases. You know, secrets will destroy a relationship from the inside until they come out. And that's what happened in this case. You kept a secret and you suffered in silence when you really didn't have to. Had you told her throughout the whole time she was growing up, she would have been able to help you overcome it. But I tell you, what's most important here is that you all take this opportunity now, build the relationship, make it better between the two of you, and get ready for this new baby. Because what you're going to find out is that the baby is going to love all of you because you give it love, you give it care, and that's what babies care about, not a marriage certificate. So the baby can't even use that for a bib. Just realize that all he cares about is that you're going to love him. And I did say him. And that's that, the final word.
Next on Singles Court, Nora's been sizing up Marty.
You're 20 pounds overweight, Marty, and you need to lose the weight.
She's warning him to fight the fat.
You drop the weight, Marty, or I drop you.
But Marty likes living large.
I feel good about myself.
No,
I know
you
I'm
don't.
carrying some extra weight, but what's bothering me is she's giving me these jibes all the time.
Welcome back to Singles Court. I'm David Knight. We have two more singles here who have a problem, and who better to help them than the woman with the final word, relationship expert Angela Siegel.
Hi, David.
Hi.
I hope our last case, I hope we get invited to the baby shower.
I just ask you this. Don't ever ask me to deliver a baby on the show.
Okay.
Please. Please don't put me in that situation.
I won't. That's a messy situation.
Okay, Angela. Meet Nora. She's a cosmetic salesperson, and Marty, a pest control expert. Nora's got weight loss fever. She's dropped 40 pounds and has never felt better. She wants Marty to get in shape too, but Marty says he feels fine the way he is. It's the case of fat chance and thin skin.
Nora, well, congratulations. Those are in order.
Thank you. I know. I feel wonderful.
Okay, well,
I feel great.
Kind of tell me where you're feeling great has turned into a problem.
Well, I recently got this fabulous job as a cosmetic salesperson. I work in a department store, and I love it. I mean, I got the job because in my line of work, it's how you look, and I look good, so I got the job. I lost 40 pounds. I feel fabulous.
Did you get the job after you lost the weight?
I got the job after I
Exactly,
lost
that's
the
where
weight.
I'd like to cut in here. I mean, she wants me to feel like that too.
Yeah,
I mean,
because you know
hold on,
why?
I'm not finished yet.
No,
I
you're
feel
gonna
good
feel
about the way I look.
great.
I feel
I
good about the
feel
way I look.
awesome.
I have a couple of extra pounds, not a problem. You know,
My
I mean,
self-esteem is through the roof. I've got this enormous amount of energy, and I feel great. I just have to share it with everybody because I want Marty to feel the same way.
look, I already feel the same way. I feel good about myself.
No,
I know
you
I'm
don't.
carrying some extra weight, but what's bothering me is she's giving me these jibes all the time.
Well, my
Like,
question is, when he said, I feel good about myself, why did you say, no, you don't?
Because he's always making jokes, you know, he's always stabbing me in the back with these comments about me giving him these, you know, joking about what he eats and,
Okay,
and
but
how
he's
much he
You're
eats.
stabbing me in the back. She says things to
Exactly.
me
I'm
like,
just
"Are you
joking.
do you need that dessert? You know, are you really going to eat that? Do you have to have that?"
I'm just joking. I don't, you know
Oh,
what?
it's hilarious.
just in
It's got me
jest.
all on the floor.
Well, you know what, Marty? It's just I'm worried about your weight. That's what it. That's
Are
what
you
it
really
comes.
worried?
I've dated him for 8 months. I really
Let
like
me tell you
Marty.
something. My doctor's fine with my weight. I mean, he says I'm fine. I eat good food. My blood pressure's good. I mean,
For
the
now,
doctor's not
for
concerned.
Now, yeah, for now. But if it goes overboard, I'm worried that Marty's going to get obese.
But are you listening to what he's saying to you? Marty's saying to you, Nora, I like the way I look.
I don't like the way he looks.
Well, there you
In
go.
fact, I've lost 5
But
pounds
did you
since
hear-
we started going out.
Did you hear your girlfriend?
Pardon
She
me?
said, I don't like the way he looks. That's what it comes down to. This is not rocket science, really. She's saying she doesn't like the way you look.
Well, what about that?
You tell me. She's your girlfriend.
Well, I mean, I like the way I look.
It's like, right, and you have an issue. Her issue with you is that she doesn't like the way you look. So now you have to ask her what it is she doesn't like.
That's a good question. What is it you don't like?
You're 20 pounds overweight, Marty, and you need to lose the weight.
Oh.
You need to lose the weight because you're going to feel so much better. I mean, I feel fabulous. I want to share that with you. It's a great feeling. You get up in the morning, you've got this enormous amount of energy, and I love it. You look good, you feel good.
But Nora, do you think maybe, just maybe, you're pushing your own idea onto somebody who doesn't necessarily want that same thing?
You know what? I think what it comes down to is you drop the weight, Marty, or I drop you.
Oh,
Whoa,
God.
that's an ultimatum
Ooh,
right there.
it's cold in here.
That's ridiculous,
No,
Nora.
it's not. You know what?
What do you want me to do? Become one of those gym guys that counts every calorie that goes into his mouth?
I'm not asking you to do that. You know, I'm not asking you to be this great big muscle man. I just want you to lose the jiggles.
Lose the jiggles?
The jiggles. That's a new term.
What does that
Lose
mean?
the
Lose the
jiggles.
jiggles. You mean I'm walking down the street, I'm going blah, 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 blah. I don't believe that.
Marty, do you see what you have here? You got Cruella de Vil. Do you know what that is? 101 Dalmatians? I have a question for you. I mean, basically what you're saying, you don't like anything about him anymore because of what he looks like.
You know what? I'm in the type of business, I'm in the cosmetic field, and all that boils down to is the way you look.
But he's not in the cosmetic field, you are.
No, but you know
Right.
what? If he's in this relationship, he's with me.
Can I
He's
say
beside
something?
me. I have to go to these parties where we have launch parties for new cosmetic lines, and these people are important people. This is my career we're talking
You know, I
about.
wasn't
want Marty
concerned.
to
I
share
wasn't
this
concerned
with
when you
me.
were 40 pounds overweight.
Well, you should have been.
Well, you know what? You were comfortable with that.
I thought
because
you were
I was
happy with
40
yourself.
Pounds, I was 40 pounds overweight, so you felt better about yourself because you were less than that.
No, I
Now I've
didn't.
lost the
Never did I
weight.
do that.
Your career, which is supposedly the reason that you just can't deal with him because he's heavier than your career allows him. Explain to me how he looks affects your career. You're not married to him.
No.
You're not connected at the hip.
No, I'm not. But you know what? I want this relationship to go further. I like Marty. I don't.
Oh,
I like
I
Marty.
hate to see what you're doing.
want
You
him
don't
to
like
be a part of
somebody.
my relationship. I want him to be a part of my career. These people are I'm going to be a manager.
So you're saying you're afraid to take me to one of your parties or something
Well,
like
you know
that?
what,
Yeah,
Marty?
which word didn't you understand?
He doesn't cut the grade. He doesn't cut the grade. You walk into a lavish
cut the
room.
grade?
No, you don't, Marty.
See, it's
I
cold.
Look at.
Yeah.
I
She
I
makes
look great.
Eskimo
I
look
feel
like a
good.
hot tamale.
The temperature's
Yeah.
going down in this room, isn't
Woo!
it? I feel the temperature steadily.
I walk
No,
into
I'd
this
say the
room.
temperature's going up, actually.
No, you know what? These parties are a big thing. And if I walk in with somebody who looks like this, what does that say about me? It
You
says,
tell me. What
I'll
does that
tell
say
you.
about
It
you?
says that I don't care about the way people look, which totally defeats my line of work.
Well, maybe you should go out and find a
I'm
Brad
supposed
Pitt
to
or
make
something
people
like
look
that.
good, feel good, and if I'm supposed to represent that image, I have an image to uphold. Marty, being my boyfriend, should be beside me. You know
Please
what?
tell
Yeah,
me.
so I can be beside you.
Marty, please tell me you're not for real. I mean, please.
I am for real.
Tell me that
Take
you
a
didn't-
look at me. I am for real. I lost 40 pounds. I feel great. And I want Marty to share that with me because I know
I
he's
have
going to
shared it
feel
with
so
you.
much better about
I think the
himself.
weight's gone to her head a little bit.
I'm
here.
just wondering if like somebody opened up a compact at work and let your head go in and snapped it. Because
Yeah.
I really think that you have seriously lost your mind. I mean, explain. I guess I'm missing the part of how you can totally forget an 8-month relationship, all based on the way he looks.
It's not all about the outside, it's about the inside,
is
too,
to
you
her.
know?
Tell me that. How?
You know what?
No, what?
I care about Marty, and I don't have to stand here and tell you, prove to you that I do or that I don't. I care about him. I'm here to say that I do. But my career aspirations are important to me too. If you're not going to respect that, then you know what? Then that's fine. We'll split. That's it. Relationship over.
I agree. I'll be back with my resolution. The accomplishments of one should not be a reason to beat another. It's great, Nora, that you feel good about losing the weight, and that's the first thing I said to you. Good for you. However, it's horrible that you think that because of that, you've been elevated to some position that's only for you. And, there's an old saying that beauty's only skin deep. But remember that your bad attitude, it's ugly, right to the bone. Marty, Nora doesn't care about you. She cares about herself. She doesn't care about anything that you have to offer except for the fact that she's concerned about her career, her looks, and where she thinks she can go. So I hope you see what you have. That's what you have. You know, you're not morbidly obese. I don't see that you have a health issue according to you, and I believe what you're saying. So it's your choice. Remember, that's your body, not hers. You know, the only scale you need to measure this relationship is not a scale that you stand on. It's a scale that you could see the injustices that exist because of her attitude. You know, if you think about it, who you are on the outside and who you are on the inside is a constant battle, and it's won by the one that you nurture the most. Nora, you only nurture the outside. That's all you care about. So in that nurturing, the battle's been won. So just remember that when you've waged this battle and you've won it by nurturing the outside, remember what you've won. You know, your weight can come back, your beauty can fade, and you know, all that will remain is the last thing that's left, and that's your stupidity. Because that'll be there forever, unless you change it. And that's that, the final word.
Well, today we had the tale of two bellies. It was the baby at times and it was the fat at times, but both of them were happy with who they were, which just goes to show that beauty is in the gut of the holder. We'll see you next time on Singles Court, the final word for singles.